Right, the electric scooter is now with its new owner, so that's the end of that kind of fun. Well, for me, hopefully the start of some fun for the person that's bought it. So it's back to riding just the rest of the things that I have fortuitously at my disposal. And the next thing I'm going to try riding out today, that I thought I would do the same route as I did with the scooter, is the Africa Twin. I've got some nice new Michelin Anarchy Wild tyres on it. It previously had Metzeler Karoo 3s, which, to be fair, they lasted well. They've done a couple of adventure bike rider festivals, quite a few longer trips on motorways, a track day, an IAM skills day at Thruxton, all kinds of things, and they were just coming to the end of their life. Plus, the front on the Metzeler is pretty terrible in wet mud. It would easily wash out, whereas when I went on the Triumph day, they had these Michelins on, and I was surprised how much front end grip and confidence you could have, even in the really sloppy stuff. So I thought a good bedding in ride would be to do the same route as I did on the scooter the other day, just sort of compare and contrast. So see you on the trails. Right, so here's that same byway that we were at the other day on the scooter. What the experience is like on this. Like I say, it's not exactly challenging conditions. But it is slightly wet underfoot. A little bit of slippery mud. I guess one of the major differences would be if this does fall over, there's a lot more picking up. The other thing is you're more comfortable going over more stuff. Probably wouldn't have got over that. That's good. Well, I didn't go over it. Well, here's where we were picking our way around some of the puddles. It's almost more fun just doing through them. Obviously it feels good because it's a proper adventure bike and this is barely a lane, but it's still impressive how good the scooter is. It's also more impressive how good an African Twin is, basically. You can hear the back sliding around a little bit with some of this mud, but the front grips nicely. Really impressive. So yeah, the conclusion to the does an Africa Twin with Michelin Anarchy Wilds off-road. I mean, obviously, yes it does. Extremely well. Almost as if there's nothing there. But then also goes up the hill a lot better. been recently re-gravelled, so I've been down it whilst it's been on this. Hopefully I don't fall off. That'd be embarrassing. I'm very impressed with these tyres so far. You can actually see my little slide from the other day still in that corner. I think you can see our, it might be our tyre marks, I don't know, maybe someone else has been down here. But I was saying the last time about how some people get very nervous about riding on gravel. I find riding on gravel, the key is just keeping your balance and actually keeping a bit of momentum and keeping the wheels turning, even if the rear is spinning slightly. It just holds you upright in a more stable way, and then it's just, you steer by transferring your weight with your feet. You can see like here there's these really quite deep new gravelly bits that on the scooter like you can really feel as you're going over them, but let's try doing something at a bit more pace. Of course, a very major difference between this bike and the electric one is that unless it's far too windy, there's a bit of a flow, you can just go straight through. And again, this bit we were picking our way through, and actually I've been through here with my old tyres on, and it's been, even when it looks like this, the middle bit is just so slippery that the front is washing out sometimes. I think I actually have fallen over here when I wasn't really paying attention, but see what happens today. Pick a lane, let's go through this side. Much better. I'm not going to push my luck because I don't want to hurt myself, but yeah, these tyres are way more confidence inspiring. Across the mud. This is where I scared that lady on the horse in the scooter because I snuck up behind her silently and then just said, "Oh, excuse me, do you want to get past this corner?" And the horse was fine, but the lady jumped out of her skin. still on the top of it. Feels a bit like you're riding a boat. Anyway, that's the end of those ones. Back into Henley on Thames. I do need to go up again. Question is, can you hit through the traffic on this bridge on this bike the same way you can on the scooter? I'm going to say yes, but it requires a lot more commitment. And people are going to notice, it's going to make more noise. The phase of the traffic lights generally means that once you can't see anything coming up, you're clear. So decent amount of mud, obviously nothing too hardcore. So I guess conclusions, is it more fun than the scooter? I think in many ways, a few ways I should say, yes it is, because you can go faster, it requires a bit more skill, there's a bit more peril involved if you fall off or it falls over or you end up in a ditch or something. You don't have to worry about range because you know you can just refuel when the range is far bigger, but in a way no, because it's designed to go down byways. None of those byways were challenging, particularly, but there's something about the silliness of going down there on the moped that made it kind of more fun in a way. Definitely requires more energy to ride this around, because obviously it weighs about 250 kilos versus the moped, which weighed probably under 90. In conclusion, will I miss the electric one? Yes. You'll miss it too, won't you? But this is just as fun to go out on. The real revelation today has been how good these tyres are. Like, the front end grip is so much better. Looking forward to taking it to some more interesting places. Hopefully do a bit of the Tet over the winter, just sort of the UK bits, go and find some deep puddles to go and have a look at. Maybe see if I can convince Simon to come out, and maybe a couple of other mates. But yeah, catch you on the next one.